Hello students, welcome you all to the video lecture on chapter number 1 Real Numbers Example 2. Find the LCM and HCF of 6 and 20 by the prime factorization method. So first of all, what do you mean by prime factor? Prime factor is a factor that is also a prime number. So let us first find out what are all the prime factors of the number 6 and 20. After finding those, we can find out LCM and HCF. So for the number 6, we have to consider the prime factors first of all. So what are all the prime numbers? It is 2, 3, 5 and so on. So the prime numbers are 1 which has only the two factors, that is 1 and the number itself, that is the prime numbers. So let me start with the first prime number 2. So 2 3s are 6 and then again 3, just divide by 3. So 3 1s are 3. So once you reach to 1, you can stop your problem. So 6 I can write it as multiplication of these two prime factors, that is 2 into 3. So similarly find the prime factors for 20. So for the number 20, start with the first prime factor, that is 2. So 2 tens are 20 and again I can divide 10 by 2 itself. So divide by 2. So 2 5s are 10. So now 2 will not come, 3 will not come. So I have to move on to next prime factor, that is 5. So 5 1s are 5. So once you reach 1, you can stop your problem. So 20 I can write it as what? 2 into 5. 2 into 5. So this is your prime factors. So 6 is nothing but 2 into 3. 20 is nothing but 2 into 5. So now we have to find out the LCM and HCF. So what do you mean by HCF? HCF is nothing but the product of smallest power of each common prime factor in the numbers. So we have 6. 6 is nothing but 2 into 3 and then we have the number 20. 20 is nothing but 2 into 5. So when we have these two, just compare these two. So the answer is what? Product of smallest power of each common prime factor. So what is the common prime factor here? So let us compare here. Here it is 2, here it is 2. Here it is 3, here I don't have 3. Again, here I have 5, I don't have 5. So only the common prime factor is nothing but 2. So here and here I have the common prime factor as 2. And then once we determine the common prime factor, we have to find out what are the smallest power of each common prime factor. So what is the power here? It is 2 power 1. Again here it is 3 power 1 because it is appearing only one time. What about here? It is appearing 2 times. It is 2 power 2 and then 5 power 1. Okay. So we have to find out the product of smallest power of each common prime factor. So what is the smallest power? Here it is 1, here it is 2. This is the smallest power. So it should be the common prime factor. Here also it should be, here also it should be, but the smallest power only I have to take. So here only one number it is available. So I have to take only 2 power 1. So product of the smallest power. I don't have any other number. So just leave that. Okay. So what is the HCF? What is the HCF of 6 and 20? It is just 2 power 1, which is nothing but 2. Okay. So coming to the LCM. LCM is nothing but product of the greatest power of each prime factor involved in the number. So again as usual, what is 6? 6 is nothing but 2 into 3 we have observed, and then 20 is nothing but 2 into 5. So what is your observation? We have to find the greatest power of each prime factor. So what are all the prime factors available here? It is 2, it is 3, it is 5. So the number of prime factors available in these two number, it is 2, 3 and 5. Okay, that you have to determine first. And then greatest power we have to consider. Okay, for each prime factor. So what is the greatest power? So for that, here it is 2 power 1 into 3 power 1. Here it is 2 power 2 into 5 power 1. Okay. So for the number 2, which is the greatest power? This one. So you should not consider this. Okay. So it is 2 power 2. Consider only that. And then For the number 3, which is the greatest power, 3 power 1. I don't have 3 here, so just 3 power 1 I have to consider. For the number 5, here I don't have anything. Here I have 5 power 1. So write that. So for each prime factor, the greatest power I have to consider. The product of greatest power. So I am multiplying all the 3 numbers. So similarly in the HCF also, if you have more than one number, I have to multiply all those things. Here I have 3 numbers, so all the 3 numbers I am multiplying. That is nothing but LCM of 6 and 20. So 2 power 2 is nothing but what? 2 into 2. 2 into 2 is what? 4. And then it is just 3 into 5. So 4 3s are 12. 12 5s are 60. So the answer is 60. So HCF we have determined it as 2. LCM we have determined it as 60. Thank you. Thanks for watching.